Welcome to the 2024 IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. Presented by Eleiko and SBD, we are live from Austin, Texas. This is the final session of day one. And we have the 59 kilo class, the 66 kilo class, the 47 kilo class, and the 52 kilo class open.
Is that like a Dr. Zeus tongue twister there?
A little bit. My name's Jo Whiteley. I'm here all week with Gary Williams. And Gary, it's been a great first day.
I think this has probably been the best start to a World Bench Press we've ever had. It has been so competitive straight off the bat. Masters men this morning as well. That was just phenomenal.
Yeah, great battles, world records. We've got it all. You've got the running order on the screen in front of you. We're going to have the first group will be the 59s and 66s. And then we'll switch over to the open women. It'll be the 47s and the 52s.
Yeah, look, and I think in this session we're going to get close to nudging a couple of world records in this session. I think
could do.
With 70 kilos.
Especially in the 59s. The 59s looks like it's going to be a really close fight between quite a few lifters.
Kilos.
Yeah, you've got four lifters really at the top of the mark there, and they're going to have to really pick their weights really well to stay in the game.
And we're underway already with Juan Obula-Grippa from Peru, 70 kilos on the bar. So we have 59s and 66s, so we'll try and keep you up to date with who's in which class and where the fights are.
Yeah, it can be a bit difficult to follow sometimes because it jumps around between the weight classes because obviously it goes on, lifting order goes on weight on the bar.
Head was right off the bench there.
Yeah, and
That's a
didn't
no.
I
complete
think
the
he's
lift.
hurt
Load
himself.
bar to 125 kilos for Jack
Yeah,
Solomon of
he's
the
moving a bit
USA.
slow there. I'm not sure what's
that's a real
happened.
shame. He's holding
It's a
his
shoulder
shoulder.
injury. Yeah, look, I saw him
Yeah.
out in the warm-up room earlier. He was really warming up that rotator cuff.
Yeah, you saw the right
Jack
arm
is
go down
24
there.
years old, but has been
No, that's a real
competing
shame.
for
So
13
hopefully he
years.
can, get some work done. We've got the chiropractors, the FICS chiropractors on site.
Bar
So
is
hopefully
loaded.
we can help him out and he
Yeah.
can get that in.
If he can adjust his position, he might be able to get one lift on the board.
Here's Jack Solomon, USA, on home turf for 125.
It's a big advantage being on home turf, isn't it? I mean, you
Yeah, it
can.
really is.
The travel doesn't affect you too much.
We've been here 2 days, Gary. We're still a little bit out of sync with the time
I
zone.
think I'm finally catching up with the time zone. Oh, great opener.
That's an easy
Yeah, first
opener. The
international
lift is
competition
good
for
White
Jack.
Light.
He absolutely
Please load
smoked
the bar
his
to
opener.
Well, that's a
130
nice way to
kilos.
start, isn't it?
Our lifter is Benjamin Yu from Canada. Bar is loaded.
Next out is Benjamin Yu, Canada. Not seen him at the Bench Worlds before. We've seen him a few times at Classic Worlds.
Yeah, it's a solid opener too for this weight class, 130.
Yeah, 130 kilos in the 59s is, and this is the lightest opener we've got. Shows the caliber.
Yeah, the caliber of the athletes these days. It's just, it grows and grows and grows, doesn't it?
Nice and easy there.
Yeah,
And
that
that
went
lift is good,
Got
2 to
one
1.
red there,
Load the bar to 132.5.
yellow card.
Our
Yeah,
lifters,
so the yellow
Ryota
card can cover
Kobayashi.
quite a few things. So if we get a replay from the
Bar
side,
is loaded. Ryota opening up
Oh,
with
butt lift.
132.5.
I'm just looking at the
34 years
jury.
old,
They don't
been
seem to be.
competing for 5 years.
Nope.
No, they
Okay.
haven't caught that one.
And here is Ryota Kobayashi on the platform already for 132.5. He's in the 66s.
So we've got a bit of a bigger flight in this one, 15 lifters, so they get a bit more rest between lifts. It'll still move pretty fast. We made short work of that.
That's a good lift. Please load the bar to 135. Our lifter is Stephen Vo of Australia. Bar is loaded.
Next out, we have one of your compatriots, Gary. We have
Well,
Stephen Vo.
There's plenty of voices in the stands there. I did tell them earlier I want them to be louder than the Brits, so I put them to the challenge. We know the Brits are very loud.
Aussies were the loudest in Malta.
Look, I think even if there's one Brit in the stand, it sounds like there's 50 of them though, so.
This is Stephen Vo, Australia, for 135. I'm not sure I've seen him lift before.
No, I'm not familiar with his
No, this
lifts.
is
I mean,
this is his
obviously I
first
haven't been in
world
Australia
bench.
for a
Yeah.
long time. Well, that's a great start.
Yeah, he nailed that.
That's an easy opener, 3 white lights. Please load the bar to
Unfortunately, our
145
bully gripper
kilos.
has
Our lifter
scratched.
from
He's out of the
Ukraine,
competition. We won't see him again. That's
Yeah,
a
I
real
thought he
shame.
might.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like earlier out in the warm-up room before he'd even started there was
Bar is
something
loaded
not quite
for
right. He was
Vassal.
spending a lot of time
Ladies
on
and
that
gentlemen,
rotator cuff.
Vassal is
Even at the
opening
end of the
with his
warm-up, he was
personal
still working that
best right
rotator
here at
cuff,
World
so.
Championships, 145 kilos.
Here's Vasil Kropivnitsky, Ukraine, opening with 145 in the 59 kilo class. No drama there, gets on the
That's
board.
a good lift. The weight remains at 145 kilos for Thomas
Yeah, he's
Rolls
very
of
casual about that,
Belgium.
isn't he? Does his lift, walks off, thanks very much.
Well,
Bar
still work
is
to do,
loaded.
still 2 lifts to go. And next out we have Thomas Rules, Belgium, for 145.
There's some big numbers today. 66s we won't get real close to the world record. The current world record on 66s is massive. It's 221 kilograms. I don't think that's a very old record either, is it? I'm not sure.
I was just going to take a look because that's quite a. Oh, it's Eddie Berglund, isn't it?
Oh, of course.
Of course it is. But this is Thomas Wills, Belgium. Easy.
Yeah, great opener.
Tremendous looking opener, 3 white lights. Please take the bar to 147.5. Our lifter is Jalen Nelson. Bar is loaded. Jalen is from Canada, 24 years old, been competing for 8. Bar is loaded.
Next out, it's Jalen Nelson, Canada. 147.5 on the bar.
Now, these are big openers. You can remember this is the 66. This guy weighed in at Nelson weighed in at 64.3. So we're well past double body weight.
Yeah, for his opener.
Nice.
And the
Probably
lift
a little
is
bit
good.
tougher than what
Please
I'd
load
want
the
for an
bar to
opener.
150 kilos. Our lifter,
But I
Tatsuya
haven't really
Ito
seen
from
him lift a
Japan.
lot, so I mean,
Bar
it could
is
just be his
loaded.
style of lifting too. Some lifters do tend to make things look harder than it actually is.
Tatsuya Ito, Japan. In the 66s, this is 150 kilos. Third biggest opener in the 66s.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get on the podium here.
And he looks like he's got a lot
And
more
the
to
lift is
give.
good with 3 white lights.
Yeah, that
Load
moved
the bar to
super fast, didn't it?
155 kilos. Our lifter is Bat Amgalan Purivsiran of Mongolia.
And next out, it's Batan
And the
Galan
bar is
Purev
loaded.
Sirin, Mongolia, for 155. He's in the 59s, and we're getting up to the pointy end in 59s now. He's one of the contenders for the podium.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real battle for that podium. You're going to have to be really careful with your lift selection for your second lift. If you miss one, it's going to put you in a very difficult position.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is going to come down because we've got 4 tightly clustered at the top. So it's going to be about, like you say, just getting all your lifts.
Oh, that was a tough opener.
Yeah, it was
He
bouncing
powers
about on
it
his
up.
chest.
The judges
So
like it.
Just wondering if he mistimed it.
yeah, I wouldn't have expected that to look that hard, to be honest.
Ryo Tanaka of Japan.
And here's Ryo
And
Tanaka,
that
Japan,
bar is loaded.
for 160. He was actually nominated in first place.
Well, 160 will be a very solid opener.
His nomination's 171, so presumably he did that at his nationals. And the world record's 175.5.
Yeah, we're going to edge very close for it.
Now that world record is belongs to Abdul Karim Karaman, who's now up in the 66s, so he'll be coming out quite shortly.
Well, there was no struggle there, was there?
That was very
And that's a
easy.
good lift.
You
Could be in for a good fight
Later, the
here.
bar stays
I
at
wouldn't be
160.
surprised if...
Our lifter is
Well,
Frederick
this is where it makes it
Estelle
difficult
Bergvang,
when you're in a fight
Norway.
like this and it's a
Bar
battle for the
is
medals.
loaded.
You're hesitant about going for a world record because the medal's more important.
Yeah, the win is way more important than the record, so you have to be sure of the win before you can take a punt on it. Here's Fred Mervang, Norway, for 160.
Yeah, plenty of experience with Frederick.
He was world champion in Kazakhstan. I was privileged to see him finally take the top step of the podium in 2022.
Easy opening weight.
And that's 3 white lights. He's
Perfect.
on the
Yeah,
board,
be happy with
and
that.
Raise the bar to 162.5
he's not quite in the lead. He's done the
for
same weight as
Jason
Tanaka,
Namatel
but he
of
is a
France.
couple of hundred grams heavier.
162.5. Bar is loaded.
Yeah, he's going to have to work for the podium though, that's for sure.
Jason is 29 years old, been competing for 13
And
years.
we have,
Makes
this is
his
in his
living as a
66s.
coach.
This is Jason Nativel, France, for 162.5. He's done a few European benches. This is his first world bench. Best result I have for him is 162.5. So, and he's opening on that
Well.
weight today.
And when was his last 162.5?
Merignac, late last year.
Well,
He's come a long way since then, hasn't
certainly
he?
come a long
That's
way
good lift.
since
Please
then.
load the bar to 165.
Yeah, we'll just stop talking now.
Our lifter from Japan, Shu Hamaguchi.
He absolutely smoked that.
Opening up with 165. And the bar's loaded.
We have our final opener in the 59 kilo class, and it's Shu Hamaguchi.
Yeah, now if he puts a good clean one on here and he gives himself the opportunity to really open the gap with his second lift, and then if he's safe he has an opportunity to go for a world record, but you've got to defend that gold medal first.
He's going to have to get his opener in
He's got to get
first.
this one on first. 165.
So this will put him 5 kilos ahead of Mervang and Tanaka.
It was slow off the chest, but
No.
it gathered speed.
That's a good lift for
Was
Shu.
that just opening lift
Raise
nerve?
the bar to 175.
I mean, it was a great. We were both a bit hesitant there because we were kind of hoping he'd absolutely smoke it, take a world record attempt. And it was a little bit tougher than would give you reason to put that weight on the bar next. But he's out in front. He is leading the pack in the 59s. And here is a really great bencher from Kazakhstan. It's Abdul Karim Karaman.
Yeah, look, and going up the weight class, I mean, we're going to see great things. I mean, when you go up that weight class, it's not just about your weight and how much more you can push. It's about the less stress on the body because you're not having to worry about the weight anymore.
Easy.
Well, that was
Easy
his
attempt.
old
The judges
record,
turn
but
it
he
down
gets 2
2 to
reds
1.
there.
That is
Oh,
a no
elbow
lift.
depth. The red card in
Strip the bar
bench
down
is
to
nearly always for elbow
137.5.
depth. There's also a thing
We
about not
start
touching the
round
chest or
2,
touching
ladies
your
and
belt.
gentlemen. Benjamin, you will be our first lifter.
He's
And
going to
that
find
bar
that
is
hard to
loaded.
Yeah,
correct.
he's not far away, but it's going to be a tough one.
So the rule is that the bottom of the elbow must be at least parallel with the centre of the shoulder joint. And that's shaken the competition up a little bit in
Well,
the
that does
66s.
change things, doesn't it?
Back to the top now, and here's Benjamin Yu for 137.5.
Oh, that's tough there, and his butt and hips are shifting everywhere, so I'll be interested to see
I would
what the
expect it to
referee
be,
saw.
yeah,
Yeah,
all
3
sorts
reds.
of things, yep.
Raise the bar to 140 kilos for Jack
So blue
Solomon
card
of
can
the
be
United
for
States.
lockout, but I think, his butt never touched it.
The
Yeah.
bar is
Do you know
loaded,
he did this
140
in-
kilos for Jack Solomon.
I'm
Did
not sure
he
if
do
it
this
was
in
Malta or
Lithuania?
the year before, but his butt wasn't even touching the bench. I think it was Sun City 2022.
Was he in Lithuania in 21?
No, he's not been to World Bench before, but at
Oh.
the World Classic,
Classic.
I remember in South Africa, even on the descent, his butt was way off. This is Jack Solomon, USA, for 140. That's a big jump.
That is a huge
Yeah.
jump.
But he did smoke his opener.
Well, it was a good jump.
Yep, I think that was justified.
And you know, look, some of the
That's
athletes
another
do
good lift
train for
Jack
that.
Solomon. He gets it 2 to 1.
And
Please raise the bar to 142.
A yellow card infraction from the centre
Our
referee,
lifter
but
is
we haven't
Steve
got a
I
centre.
think-
The bar is loaded.
Did
No.
the jury overrule
The
that?
jury's
I
overruled
think it was
there.
for a head lift, I think.
Overturned.
And we won't see it from this angle, but I think his head might have
Jack
lifted.
Solomon's last lift. That last lift
Now
by
that
Jack
is a
Solomon was
real
overturned.
shame, but he has another opportunity at that.
But now we have
And here's Stephen
of
Vo, Australia, 142.5 on the bar.
taking 142.5 kilos.
So I think this is the first international that the new Australian affiliate has been
Yes,
to.
it'll
It's
be
the
the
first
first one.
worlds
First
anyway.
world,
Yeah.
yep.
So he's showing well for his country.
Yeah, and they've got
That's a good lift for Stephen.
quite a few coming
Please
actually.
load the bar to
Probably one of their biggest teams to
145
world bench
kilos.
press.
Oh, fantastic.
Our next lifter
From
is
Australia,
Ryota
which is great.
Kobayashi. Bar is loaded.
Yeah, that was a great
is a
second
12
attempt. Gives him a
and a
bit
half
of room
kilo
to move
jump.
up for his third. Here's Ryota Kobayashi, Japan, taking a 7.5 kilo increase to 145.
Yeah, he's just nudging his way up there, putting himself in a position that if an opportunity presents, he's close enough to take advantage of it. Yeah, not
He
bad. That
knocks
was
it
pretty
out.
solid.
The judges like it. 3 white lights. Please raise the bar to 150 kilos. Our lifter, Vasyl Krobovnitsky of the Ukraine. He made a 145 opener, jumping up 5 kilos. Bar is loaded. for
Next
Vasyl.
out, we have Vasyl Kropivnitsky, Ukraine, for 150. That's quite a small increase, going 5 kilos
Yeah,
up.
it's not a big increase. Have we seen? I can't recall seeing him lift.
I'm not sure. Let me check in on that. But actually, we've said it's quite a small increase. I've looked down the rest of the 59 kilo class. They've all taken 5 kilos.
Yeah, look, and if you look at the weight class, I mean, 5 kilos is a pretty decent percentage of body weight. And I think it was a good call. He handled that really well.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
a
we've
good
only
lift
seen
for
him.
Vasyl.
He was in
European.
Kazakhstan. That was the one you weren't
yep,
at,
I
Gary.
haven't
The
been to
bar
that one.
remains at 150. Our lifter
I know you don't
is
miss
Thomas
many.
Rolls.
I know,
Bar
I was
is
very
loaded.
disappointed I couldn't make that one.
Thomas is from Belgium and made a 145 on his open.
Oh,
He is
he's
also going up
he's
5
getting his
kilos.
fire going now.
Here's Thomas Rules, Belgium for 150. Only just up out of the juniors.
Well, he's putting himself in a good position in this field. It's a tough field too.
That's
A
good
solid
lift for
second lift.
Thomas. Please raise the bar to
Yeah, you can see him gradually getting more and more fired up.
Tatsuya Ito,
When he comes out for his
155.
third, he'll
Next
have the
weight.
aggression.
Bars loaded for Tatsuya Ito.
Because of course you have to manage those arousal levels. You can't just come out all guns blazing
Yeah,
for your
you
opener.
can't come out all the fire on every single lift.
Here's Tatsuya Ito, Japan for 155.
He is certainly not guaranteed at the podium, but he is certainly in the right position to finish on the podium.
That lift put
Great lift.
Tatsuya in second place.
Still
We
some
will
room
see
to
for
move
how
as well.
long. Load 155 kilos. It is loaded and ready for Jalen Nelson of Canada. 155 on the
That's
bar,
good.
ready to go.
Now this is interesting. Jalen Nelson, he's taking 155. He's very light in class. He's weighed in at 64.3. So this will actually take him all the way to second place.
Yeah, and look, I think this is a smart move for him. He knows he's lighter. All he has to do is match them. Get this one on the board. Have a look what everyone else is doing. Oh, that was tough.
Yeah, look really shaky through the middle part
That's a
of the lift.
good
I
lift
thought
for
he'd gone
Jalen
offline,
Nelson.
but he recovered it well.
Please raise the bar
He's
to
got it on the board, but I
160
don't
kilos.
think
Our
there's a
lifter
whole lot of
from
wiggle room
Mongolia,
left.
Matt Herb Going up
A lot of
5
leg drive
kilos
there.
from
He was
his
lucky his
opener.
foot
he
didn't
was
come up.
really
160.
pushing through the body.
Next
Bar
out
is
is
loaded.
Batam Galampirevsuren, Mongolia, for 160.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, his opening lift was tough.
It was.
Let's see if it was just a bit of timing issue. I think it
just
wasn't
heavy.
timing,
No
it
lift.
just
Let's
was
give it
just
up
heavy.
for Matt Gallen.
And
Our next
hasn't
weight,
really got anywhere to go from there.
165 kilos. Our lifter is
No,
Ryo
I think that takes him
Tanaka
out of the fight
Japan.
for the podium then.
165.
Yeah, look,
our
and that
next weight.
opens up the door a little bit more for Japan
It is
now.
loaded and ready.
Well, obviously, Mervang is still there.
Ryo Tanaka from Japan for 165. This will move him into the lead ahead of Hamaguchi.
You know, and I think if Tanaka and Mervang both put their 165s on, I think Hamaguchi's actually got no choice to go after a world record. It's the only number
Yeah.
that'll keep
Yeah,
him well enough
true.
in front. And that moved
That's a
really
strong
well
looking
too.
attempt to lift is good. 3 white
He's
lights.
really well placed there.
Weight
Looks like he
remains
has
at
a few kilos
165
left.
kilos.
And
Our
he
lifter,
is
Fredrik
in the lead
Eskil
with 2
Mervang
lifters in class
of
still to make their
Norway.
lifts.
Yeah, I'll be very interested to see what he puts on for his third.
Bar
Whether he was
is
a
loaded
placeholder in
for
there for a
Fredrik.
little bit.
So here's Frederick Eskil Mervang. Open with 160.
Ladies
He's gone
and
up to
gentlemen, this lift will
165.
move Frederick from the bronze medal to the silver medal.
Now he'll go ahead of Hamaguchi
If
on
successful.
body weight, but won't pass Tanaka, with Hamaguchi still to lift.
Yeah, needs to put this one on the board to keep the pressure on as well.
And
That
did he
was
get it to
slow.
lock out?
I'm not sure if he got it all the way there.
Just
No, he didn't.
lock it out.
And
We
he
will
scored
see
the
him one
rainbow
more
there
time.
with
Load
all
bar
the
167.5.
Yeah, he's got the entire colour gamut
No,
there.
Jason Netavel.
I can't see why he got a red, but yeah, I mean, arguably,
Bars
you could
loaded.
argue either that it's a failed lift or that lockout was poor.
167.5.
So I can see why he got a yellow or a blue. But he gets another opportunity of that, and he's still in third place.
Jason is
meanwhile,
currently
we
your
have
leader in the
Jason
66
Nativel.
kilo
I
class.
do not think he expected
the
to be leading
open
the
division.
way.
No, I don't think he expected to be leading us, particularly on the second round, but he is.
Given that Karaman hasn't got a lift in yet due to an issue with his elbows. So Jason's done quite a few European bench, first world bench here.
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, and he's really
That's it.
challenging.
that was great.
Blue white lights.
I would definitely, if I was him, I would
Raise the
definitely be
bar to
getting my coach to take a
170
snapshot of the
kilos
score
per
sheet.
shoe.
Oh,
In
absolutely.
the lead.
Bar is loaded.
There's plenty of room left to move too. He has got a lot in the tank.
Shoe is a 59
And I thought he
kilo
would. He's
lifter.
put in a big lift for his third. And I
Yeah.
expected he would.
Currently
He
in the
doesn't.
silver medal
He wants to try and
position.
control. He wants to try and control it for the third
I think
round.
so as well,
This will
because he's
put
put in
him
175,
into
which is
first
what
place,
Karaman's going to
ladies and
attempt
gentlemen.
next, and he's lighter than Karaman. So that's a good move. Meanwhile, we have Shu Hamaguchi, Japan, for 170 to retake the lead in the 59 kilo
Look, and his
class.
opener moved great. 170.
Yeah,
easy
absolutely.
lift. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hell, I mean, his next option really is 175. And do you chip it if you're there? Do you
If
chip
you
it
can
for-
do 175, you can probably do 176.
Oh, that's tough.
Now that has slowed down considerably, and it's not
It's
going,
not going
is
to get
it?
there.
And
Yeah,
he
that's
used up
interesting.
a huge
Let's
amount
give
of
him a
energy
nice
there.
round of applause.
He did, and his first flip, we said it was slow off the chest and then
Load the bar
accelerated,
to
and this one's the same,
175
slow off the
for
chest,
But he
but just
couldn't
couldn't get
get
to
it
the
moving,
transition
yeah.
point. So has he opened the door now for Tanaka?
Loaded and ready.
I think he has. And Gary just pointed out that Tanaka's put in the world record at 176. Now, it may just be a placeholder.
I think it's a bit of a
Yeah.
placeholder. Smart move though. You want to be
Yeah.
in control in the
You want to
third
be the
round.
last out. So final lift in the second round is Abdul Karim Karaman, Kazakhstan. Now he's a great bencher. Missed his opener on elbow depth. Retaking 175.
Tough to fix this too. That looks better from this angle.
Yeah, he sank, didn't he? He sank on the chest.
I think he's got this. He
Yeah.
has.
lift,
good
3
man.
white lights. He is on the
That's a
board.
tough adjustment to make in
Stripped it
competition.
down to 137.5
I mean, that's
for
as you
Benjamin
said,
Yu of Canada.
that shows the
Bar
quality of
is
his
loaded.
benching.
Folks, these are third
He was a
and
little bit off
final
to the side,
attempts.
but
Yeah.
he
This is
managed
the
to sink
open
the bar
division,
into his
I will
chest and
remind
just
you.
drop a little bit, and his elbow depth was fine.
Jockeying
So
for position.
that means that in the 59 kilo class,
get behind
Tanaka
these
leads from
lifters.
Hamaguchi with Mervang just 5 kilos behind. And in the 66s, Karaman, having got a lift in, leads from Natival with Jalen Nelson a chunk behind. Jalen probably can't catch up to the leaders now.
Yeah, it's a pretty hefty gap there to catch up.
And this is going so fast. We have Benjamin Yu on the platform
That's a
once
strong
more.
looking attempt.
Now let's hope he
Good,
gets his
2
butt
to
down.
1.
Yeah, you got
Raised
one
the
red
bar
light
to
there.
145
Let's
for
see the
Jack
replay.
Solomon of the United States. The bar is loaded for Jack.
I think he just kept it down.
It's
I think
just
he
stayed
did,
in
yeah.
touch there.
Yeah, that was
Well
really well
done.
done.
This is 145 kilos.
Jack Solomon now for 145. Now he got overturned, but I wasn't sure. Was it butt lift?
We couldn't see it. It looked like head lift.
Ah, that's
but
right.
you couldn't really see it from our angle.
Now he's gone up anyway. He's taken 145.
Yeah, and he's moving it. I think it stayed in contact then.
And the lift is good. He finishes 2
That's
out
a
of
good
3.
lift for Jack.
Raise the bar to
Breathing a sigh of relief
147.5.
there, I think.
So the rule book
It
says
is
that the
loaded
head,
and
shoulders
ready.
and butt
Our
must
lifter
remain in
from
contact with the bench
Australia,
and the feet
Stephen
must remain
Poe.
flat on the floor.
Stephen is
And you might hear from the crowd noise, we have an Australian on the platform. It's Stephen Vogt for 147.5.
It sounds like there's 100 of them. There's only 5.
Fans here today.
He
is 2 for 2 right now. Can he make it 3 for 3?
You know what? He's doing well too. I mean, opened at 135, then 142.5. That's some good numbers out there. Oh, that's a great finish.
He locks it out.
3 whites.
3 white lights.
He did really well there, lifted within himself.
That is a fantastic first World Championship.
Got all
isn't
his
it?
lifts in.
Bar is loaded
Brilliant.
for Ryota Kobayashi. 155.
Still in the
Ladies and
66s,
gentlemen,
this
will
is
take
Ryota Kobayashi.
From 7
And this field
all
is
the way
so
up to the
tightly packed, he's
bronze
going to move
medal,
from 7th
if
to
successful.
3rd. That's how
Can
close
it
this
be done?
competition is.
That is phenomenal, though, isn't it? I mean, it's just the caliber of the athletes in the modern competition is so different than it was 10 years ago.
He's taken some quite big jumps. He took a 12.5 kilo increase from his opener. He's taken another 10 for his 3rd. Now the bar stalled out. Did
Well,
it dip?
That is a no
he's got the
lift,
2
2 to
reds.
1.
Yellow card failures though, so
Raise the
maybe
bar
it was
to
butt lift.
157.5 for Thomas Rolls of Belgium. The bar is loaded and ready.
Yeah,
If
butt lift.
successful, Thomas will go into 3rd place. He is a 66
So a
kilo
next lifter to attempt to
trying
get
go
onto the
from
podium
5th
is Thomas Wills from
into the
Belgium.
bronze medal
157.5 on the bar.
Yeah, he's really brought the fight to the platform for this last lift. He knows he needs everything he's got. It's a fairly decent jump, 7.5 kilos on your 3rd.
This gets his toe onto the podium with 2 lifters still to try and take that away from him. But he has to do his job first, get the lift.
Oh, I think he's got that.
There's some phenomenal attempt selection there, wasn't there? That was
It
absolutely
was right on
spot
the edge, wasn't it?
How long, though? Load the bar to 160 for Tatsuya
Well, you know what?
Ito.
He's done his
Bar
job. He's
is
done
loaded.
everything he can do to give himself a shot at the podium finish.
is currently in 5th and trying to slide into the bronze
And that
medal
is the best
position.
way to play this sport.
Tatsuya Ito is going to attempt to take that
We'll see
bronze
if
medal
Tatsuya
away
can
with
knock
160.
Thomas out of 3rd. $160 kilos for the bronze medal.
Oh, and a number
I think
well
he's
picked.
done it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think he might get it. It's locked out. It's
He
good.
gets a
2 to
red.
1.
Now it's a red
Weight
card
on the
failure.
bar
It's elbows,
is
so I can see the jury
160. Our
leaning in for the
lifter,
replay.
Jalen Nelson.
Well,
I mean,
that
that
is
looks okay.
borderline.
No, they've
They've
overturned.
overruled.
We have an overturned attempt. The jury has overturned.
So that's no bronze medal
the
for
last
Ito.
attempt.
Rules is still on in 3rd place, but Jalen
Bar
Nelson
loaded
is coming out for
Jalen
160 to try to move
160
past.
kilos. This will put Jalen from 4th up to the podium for the bronze medal if
That is
successful.
how close this field out is. The
We
last
got
three
quite
lifters
a
have
dogfight here in the 66
all been
kilo
pushing for a
open
podium
division,
finish.
folks. If you like what you see, let them know it right now. Clap your hands, somebody.
Can he put this one on the board? If he gets this one on, he goes home with a bronze medal. Oh, he's fighting it. I think it's there.
He's locked it out, but there was a
He
lot of
locks it out. The
movement through
lifters
the
get 2 to
yellow
1.
card.
Well,
Let's
have a
check for
look.
butt lift.
Raise the bar to 162.5 from Bat Amgalan Pervshirin of Mongolia. That
I
bar
think
is
he
I
stayed
think
in
he stayed in
contact.
contact.
Yeah.
He is a 59 kilo lifter attempting to go from 4th to the podium.
So
for
here's
the bronze
Batangalan
medal.
Perevsurin, Mongolia. He missed 160, seemingly on strength.
Yeah, and he's
But he's
opted
gone up
to
to
go to
162
162 and a half. I'm not
Mervyn.
quite sure I understand that one.
Out
This
of
will
third.
move him ahead of Mervang for the bronze.
Yeah, I think it is a case of taking a crack at getting on the podium. But given the way 160 was, I don't think it's an overly useful attempt. But stranger things had happened, and I've been certainly known to be wrong.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
not
there was
there.
no way
Let's
that
give
was
it
coming
for it,
up.
though.
So that
Excellent
leaves him in
attempt.
4th place for now. But we have
Weight of the
Vasil
bar,
Kropivnitsky
162.5.
is about
Our
to
lifter.
take quite a punt on
It is
162 and a
loaded. Our
half.
lifter is Vasil
12.5
Kropivnitsky.
kilo jump. That
Again,
is,
we'll get him on the podium.
that's a pretty
He is
solid jump,
also
isn't
in
it?
the 59 kilo class, attempting to go
Well,
from
look, you know,
5th
he's got his first
to
two
the
lifts in.
podium for the bronze medal.
He can't lose a
We
position
will
now,
see if he can knock out
but he can gain
Frederick
one.
Mervyn.
Well, there's plenty of great coaches in his corner, so
No, just too heavy.
just a bit too much.
That's not happening. Let's give it up for Vasil.
12.5 kilo jump is a
Clap your
big
hands.
call at that
It
body
is.
weight.
We have an
attempt change now.
Hold the phone.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Fred Mervang.
Yeah, I thought
He
he
was-
was going to make a change.
He had 165 in because he wasn't sure whether he had to defend his bronze medal, but he's guaranteed the bronze now. So he's going to attempt to go into the lead with the other two lifters still to respond.
Right
Well,
here.
if anyone can, it's this young man.
He
That
did
bar
seem a
is
little bit too
loaded.
heavy at 165. You wind yourself up
167.5.
and just hit
Yeah,
it
look,
exactly right.
If you can get the timing right, I mean, look how fired up he is. He was nowhere
Yeah.
near this fired up that
Yeah.
last lift. He was his usual casual self.
He's got Alistair McCall in his corner.
He wants this one.
I would like to face him if I didn't do what he told me.
I think I could probably lift 260 kilos with him yelling at me. Oh, he just
Oh,
can't
it's
quite
hit a
get
wall.
it there.
It's hit a wall.
Just not happening. Hey, let's hear it for Frederick. We have an
So
attempt
that is the
change
bronze
before we
medal
go
for
any
Fred
farther.
Mervang. And we have a
I'm
change.
just
so
trying to see
just-
who's putting a change in.
Yeah, it's Hamaguchi.
Hamaguchi.
We now have
Our
both
next weight is
Tanaka and Hamaguchi going for the
175
world record at
kilos for
176.
Jason Nettevel.
Again, I think
He's
he
a
was looking to see if he had to
66
defend his
kilo
silver.
Yeah, and then you
Attempting
find yourself in the right
To go
position.
from silver to gold.
So we're going to
Bar
visit the
is loaded
66
right
kilo
here.
class for a moment. We have Jason Nativel. And what a result for him. He's guaranteed the silver medal here. And he's
Absolutely
going to,
fantastic.
he's got a cheeky attempt to sneak the gold as well on body weight.
Absolutely fantastic.
$66 kilo open division.
It's a fairly big jump up to 175.
Yeah, his other two lifts have moved really well though.
And he's got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Yeah, no, I think he can do this. Oh, it's just got stuck at the bottom there, didn't it?
That's a no lift.
Well, that is a shame, but he had
Load
the
the bar
guts to
to
come out and try it, and he still
176.
gets the silver medal.
176
Now then,
kilos.
Gary,
Ladies and gentlemen,
The next
this
two
will be
attempts
an
will be
Well,
open world
I
records.
said there'd be a
right
couple of
here
world record attempts and we weren't wrong.
for Shu Hamaguchi.
2 attempts at Karaman's world record, and then we'll see Karaman. Okay, first out, because he has the lower lot number, is Sho Hamaguchi. 176 kilos on the bar.
Can it be done?
Oh, he missed 170.
Yeah, it was really interesting. 165 was slow off the chest and accelerated. His 170 just looked too heavy.
Wouldn't you have gone for 170 again to try and take the win?
Yeah, I think this is a big call. I think he's sort of been played into the whole tactical thing a little bit.
I guess for Team Japan as well, Team Japan's got 1-2 no matter what happens.
Yeah. I mean, he's confident with the lift out. And it's just too much.
Yeah.
Just not happening. Let's give it up for Shu.
Well, you know, he made the choice to go for the world record rather than the win.
Remains at 176 kilos. The bar is loaded for Ryo Tanaka, also of Japan. And get this, also attempting an open world record right here.
So his teammate is out next. This is Ryo Tanaka
country.
from Japan for the same weight, 176. An attempt to break Abdul Karim Karaman's world record.
It's a big jump too, 11 kilos. Is it too much?
But he has the gold medal. He is the world champion. He has absolutely nothing to lose. And this is what we talked about. You secure the gold.
This is the best opportunity to go for a world record. You've got nothing to lose. You've already got the world championship. You've got a free shot at a world record without risking anything. I think he's got it there. I think he's got the world record.
Is it good?
Let's see the
It
lights.
is 3 whites. No one's going to argue with that.
That is an open world record for Ryo Tanaka of Japan.
That was a huge, huge lift. There was more in the tank there as well.
Give it up for Ryo Tanaka,
That was phenomenal. I thought it was a little bit ambitious taking that big jump
Yeah,
from 165.
I certainly felt it was.
But it's absolutely paid off. So that is the gold medal and a new world record for Ryo Tanaka. The silver medal goes to Shu Hamaguchi and the bronze to Fred Mervang. And in the 66 kilo class, it's Abdul Karim Karaman ahead of Jason Natival and bronze to Jalen Nelson. Great result.
What a finish.
Of 7 and 4.
Okay, we move straight into the women's classes. This is going to be quite a small group. You've got 4 lifters in the 47s and 5 lifters in the 52s.
Yeah, this is going to be another fight where it's going to be really tough for these athletes because there is not
Bar
going to
is
be a
loaded
heap
for
of turnaround
Elizabeth
time.
Barker. 60
Current
kilos.
world record for the 47s in the opens, 103 kilos, and for the 52s, it's 114 kilos. Don't think we're going to give them too much of a nudge today. We might in the 52s. It depends on how the opening lift goes for Fisher.
So first out in the women's group is Elizabeth Parker for the US. First IPF International.
Opening at 60 just to get one on the board.
Just looked up her record. She's lifted in the Pan Americans as well as quite a few American championships.
Yeah, so it's not her first outing. She's running out of time though.
She's run out of time.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
she's
she's
not gonna
going to
get
time
this.
out right now.
And as a no lift, she has timed out.
That is
Our next weight
unfortunate.
is 70
You get
kilos
60
for
seconds
Sekar
from bar loaded
Hamalaki
to
of
getting
Norway.
the start command, and unfortunately she didn't quite get there in time. But she's got 2 more goes at that.
70 kilos.
Now I can see the coach approaching the jury. I'm not really sure why.
And that bar is loaded.
But here's Saka Hamawandi, Norway, for 70 kilos. She's in the 47s.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for the top three finishers here. It really goes down to Aslan whether she gets that opener on the board. Oh, easy opener.
Very easy indeed.
That's an easy opening attempt. Weight remains at 70 kilos.
And she skips off
Farzana Botha.
very happily.
Bar is loaded for Farzana from South Africa. 39 years old, been competing 3 years.
Next out, we have Farzana Botha, South Africa, for 70 kilos. Haven't seen her at World Bench before. She did lift in Malta at the World Classic last year.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't recall her lifting in South Africa. Her first World Bench.
First lifter to emerge from the 52 kilo class.
Yeah, it's a very different atmosphere and a different sport, World Bench, compared to full power lift. And it can be a bit of a shock to your system when you first one because it moves. Everything moves so quickly. Oh, tough in the midsection.
I think she ended up in the rack.
Oh, she
She
did.
did. Unfortunately, she did get it out to arm's
Yeah.
length, but she was already in the rack.
Yeah.
Miyazaki. Bar is loaded for Yuka.
She pushed up and not back, didn't she?
Yeah.
She just went in the
She
wrong
comes from
direction
Japan.
and
Yeah.
essentially racked it early.
It's easier to push something up a hill than it is up a wall.
Yuka Miyazaki from Japan for 72.5. She was nominated in second place in the 47s. Haven't seen her at World Bench since Tokyo,
Ah, that's right.
2019.
That was 2019. That was a huge event, that one.
But she did win the Asian Bench earlier this year, late last year.
Oh, that was fantastic.
That was a great lift.
Easy opening attempt. The
That
lift
is
good.
exactly
Please
how
raise the
you
bar
want
to
an opener to
82.5
look.
kilos from Maria Kozhikova. 82.5. And that bar is loaded.
Here comes Maria Kozhikova, Finland, looking for 82.5 kilos to open her account.
Yeah, Finland with a fairly decent sized team here
Yeah.
this year.
As she finished on 82.5 in the European bench in Merignac last year. And she's opening with it here.
Yeah, that's good progress. Opened well. That was moving
Easy
really
opening
well
attempt. The
there.
lift is good. Weight remains at 82.5 for Kyoka Takahashi. That bar is loaded and ready. She's 24 years old, been competing for 4 years.
This is Kyoka Takahashi, Japan, looking for 82.5 kilos for her very first international bench.
I was just going to say, she's not competed at bench before, has
No.
she? Has she competed in any world
No,
championships?
no, this is her first international.
Wow. Oh, look at that opener.
And that lift
She
is
got a
good,
red
2 to
though.
1.
Now, we
Please
always
raise the bar to
hold their breath a
85
little bit when
kilos.
there's one
Our
red
next
card
lifter is
for elbow
Emily
depth.
Asplund from Sweden.
So the jury are
Bar is
watching this
loaded.
lift back now. But that looks fine. They've
Yeah,
sat
look-
back in their chairs.
I'm not sitting in the referee's chair, but I think that looked okay.
Emily Aslan, Sweden. 85 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, look, and I think Emmeline's generally the favourite for this one, but she's got to get that opener on first.
She is the defending world champion in this class. And you can see why.
Yeah, that was a
That
fantastic
lift
lift,
is
wasn't
good.
it?
3 white lights.
Just gets in,
Raise
gets the
bar to
job done.
92.5 kilos. Our next lifter, Sachiko Iwamoto. Bar is loaded for Sachiko. This
Now we have
opening
two
attempt will be a
lifters
World
remaining. They're both in the
Masters 2
52s.
record.
And they were nominated very close to each other.
Opening
First
attempt
out is Sachiko
will be
Iwamoto.
an M2.
This will be a
For-
World Masters
World
record.
Yeah, 92.5 kilos. And she's in the M2s, 51 years old.
The current M2 world record is 85.5. She's smashing the world record.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused because she did 102 in at the Asians.
World record in the M2s.
So I'm just gonna
Congratulations. Please raise the bar
check
to
that
100
out.
kilos. Our next lifter from the United States.
Well, she just smashed that.
Jamie Fisher. The bar is loaded.
Yeah, so in the 52 kilo class in the M2s, it's 85.5.
And when did she do
She's
102? Was
dropped
she
to
in M1?
weight class.
Oh, she's changed weight classes.
Right, she did a bigger lifts and she has the world record in the 57s. She's now in the 52s. Okay, now I've sorted myself out. I understand what's happening now.
Yeah, we have so much information all the time. Sometimes it gets, and weight class changes and
So
age
that
class changes.
was a world record, M2 world record in 52s. And in the meantime, we've got Jamie Fisher
snaps it
absolutely
right up.
smoking.
Yeah, just
100
destroyed 100
kilos.
kilos.
Strip the
Yeah,
bar
and
down
look, she
to
didn't just
60
destroy
kilos.
the
Our
M2 world.
lifter
She didn't
is
just take the M2
Elizabeth
world. She
Parker from
absolutely
the United States.
destroyed
She
it.
did.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you lost the device, come and see me. Check your
So
pockets.
Jamie
If you
Fisher
lost your
is
device,
now
come and see me.
leading the way in the 52 kilo class. So we have the standings right now with Aslan from Miyazaki from Hamawandi in the 47s, Fisher from Iwamoto from Takahashi in the 52s.
Yeah, she's going to be hard to catch with that 100 kilo opener. If
Well,
she
you
can
say
put
that, but
herself-
Iwamoto's put 100 on for her second.
Yeah, that's right. And that 92.5 moved like an absolute rocket. Opening on a world record, that's a huge cause,
Yeah.
and
Well,
that
she's
says
done-
you're confident.
She's done way over 100 kilos recently, but this is in a different weight class. Oh, interesting. Fisher and Iwamoto both have exactly the same body weight, 51.55.
Wow, that's going to make it interesting.
It is. Well, as long if it's only interesting if they get the same weight, right? So here's Elizabeth Parker, USA. She's for her second attempt at 60. She timed out the first time.
Yeah, she was out there setting up a lot quicker that time.
Really needs to get under the bar.
I think she's going to struggle again. She
If we
gets it
can-
out, that's good.
If we can just get the start command, yeah.
And I think she's got that on the board.
All right.
She has.
Elizabeth Parker is on
I
the
think
board.
some of
Give her
the
a nice
problems
round of
there was her
applause, folks.
prosthetic leg was touching the bench upright,
Outstanding.
and your feet cannot touch
Please
the
No,
raise
bench
that's
the
right.
bar
upright.
to
Now,
70 kilos for
If it's,
Rosanna
if it's a
Botha.
full prosthetic leg, it is, which means her coach can actually come out and place that leg.
That bar is loaded and ready for Farzana.
So here's Fazana Botha for 70. I can't quite remember what. Oh,
she racked it. Yeah. She had no problem lifting the weight.
Yeah, she did the weight move really well. But she's taken the smart move. She's taken the same weight again. Unless you're fighting for medals, really, it's the best thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very rare in classic lifting to put more weight on. I mean, as I said, I've done it twice in my entire career as a coach. Nice touching point. Oh, that was a bobble in the middle there. Did it dip?
I think it just stalled out.
I think
but
so. Oh,
That
she's
is
got
a no
two reds and a
lift,
blue
2
with
to
blue
1.
cards.
That's a
Raise the
real
bar to
shame. She
75
seems to have
kilos
just
for
a weird
Sekar
transition right near the
Hamawandi
top.
of Norway. Bar is loaded.
I think
Yeah.
she's pushing upwards and not
Singar
back.
has
She isn't.
jumped
Yeah, she's not
5
pushing it
kilos.
back. She's almost pushing a little bit
She is
forward.
in
And I
the
think
And that
that's
forward
why she's
momentum means
running
she
out.
has to change direction, and it's
And these are
causing a
the
lot of problems
open
for her.
division
If she can
lifters.
just drive the bar back and
Yep.
get it over her shoulders a little bit earlier, I think she'll do better. Meanwhile, we have Saka Hamawandi for 75 kilos to move into second place ahead of Miyazaki.
Well, she's certainly giving herself every opportunity to move up the rankings. Great work.
That's a strong
3
attempt.
whites,
The lift
that's
is good.
fantastic. She's put herself
Please
in the
raise
right
the bar
spot
to
there.
80 kilos for Yuka Miyazaki. Bar is loaded for Yuka.
So Hamawandi moves ahead, but Miyazaki is about to come and take that place back, or at least attempt to.
I don't think these athletes are even getting time to sit down at the back. I'm pretty sure they're walking off, putting some more chalk on and coming straight back out again. Now her opener looked really, really good.
This is 7.5 kilos up.
Yeah.
That was a great
nice.
That's
second.
an easy second attempt. The lift is good. Please raise the bar to 87.5 kilos. Our lifter, Emily Asland. The bar is loaded. Emily is from Sweden. 29 years old and earns her living as a nurse.
Next out is Emily Asland, Sweden, for 87.5. That's quite a small increase she's taken.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. There's a couple there. I was looking at Fisher as well. Had a great opener at 100. At 100, it's only gone to 102.5.
I wonder if it's just pacing. It's just about staying ahead.
Like we talk about all the time. Do what you have to do to win the competition. Don't do what you want to do.
Oh, that was
That
nice.
lift
Yeah,
is good
that's
with
great.
Yeah, I
3
think that's
white
absolutely
lights.
right. Win
The weight
first.
remains
Yep,
at
Then
and
you go and
then
have
you can
fun.
do what
Yeah.
you want.
Bar is loaded for Maria Kozhikova of Finland.
Maria Kojakova now for 87.5, taking a 5 kilo increase, and this will move her up to third place with all the other lifters in the class still to respond. Looks like we've got 2 fights going on in the 52s. Fisher and Iwamoto right at the front, and Takahashi and Kojakova
They're neck and neck,
fighting
aren't
for,
they?
yeah, fighting for bronze.
That lift just put her in the bronze medal position.
So
For how
Kojakova
long,
moves up
we
to
will
bronze,
find
but
out.
Takahashi is
Weight
about
is
to take the platform, and
87.5
she's the
for
lighter
Kyoka
lifter.
Yeah, she has a real
Takahashi.
advantage there,
The
doesn't
bar is
she? I mean,
loaded.
she's just got to match her.
She has, because she's lighter on body weight, and she has the higher lot number, so she goes second if they take the same weight.
We will see if Kyoka can move into the bronze medal position.
I would not be surprised if Takahashi puts the 87.5 on the board. I wouldn't be surprised to see it just put the 90 in. Just matching her.
Fast.
Yeah, that was easy.
She needs to be
That's a
careful
good
about
lift,
opening her
2-1
hand,
for
though, when
Kyoka.
she's during the press.
Raise the bar to 100 kilos for Sachiko Iwamoto.
Got 1 red card again for elbow
Bar is
depth.
loaded. This will once again be a Masters 2 world record.
So, this is Sachika Iwamoto for her second world
51
record of
years
the
old
day.
and competing
100 kilos on the
15
bar.
years.
She's going to destroy
And
this.
competing in the
She's
open
destroying her
division.
own world record. That is a massive hit on the world record, though, isn't it? I mean, we don't
That's
often
huge,
see
yeah.
world records get destroyed by that much. And the previous world record was 85.5, so this will smash it by nearly 15 kilos.
And it seems like the cut down to the 52s hasn't really hurt her strength much.
Yeah. Definitely not.
And there's
Do
more to
we have
come.
another world record? We do, yes indeed.
Now, Fisher is going to have a fight on her hands for that gold medal.
Our next
And I
weight
think
is
it's why I think she's being really
125
smart by
kilos. The
taking
bar
small
is
increments,
loaded.
taking just
Our
enough to
lifter
stay
is
ahead.
Jamie Fisher of the USA.
Because if two lifters do the same
This will put
total
Jamie
and they're
in the
exactly
gold
the
medal
same
position.
body weight, then it's the first to make the total that gets it. So it's
In
the
the
lower
fifth
Well,
lot.
yeah,
that
so
goes.
that's a smart move, just to pace
Yeah.
along.
So just stay ahead. That's all you need to do. Here is Jamie Fisher. Now she absolutely sent 100 kilos into orbit, and this is only 2.5 kilos more.
Well, she just about sent that one into orbit as well.
Easy attempt.
That was
the lift
quick.
is good. 3 white lights.
That was
We strip
absolutely
it
great.
down for third attempt.
So
We're
I have
going
no
up to
doubt that
70
whatever Iwamoto
kilos.
can pull out of the bag, it looks like
Our
Jamie
lifter is
Fisher can
Elizabeth
match,
Parker
and then
from the
just do a little
USA.
bit more.
Yeah, there's certainly plenty left
Yeah.
there.
Bar is loaded for Elizabeth Parker, 70 kilos.
We are into the third round now.
Third and final attempt.
So in the 47s, Aslan leads from Miyazaki from Hamawandi. In the 52s, it's Fisher ahead of Iwamoto, ahead of Takahashi. And here's Elizabeth Parker for her final lift, 70 kilos on the bar.
Yeah, look,
So-
in this case, if I was the coach, I'd be walking out there placing the leg. It's quite within the rules with a prosthetic leg. The
I
coach
think the
can
issue
actually place
isn't
them.
that it's touching the bench upright, it's that it's not
It's
flat.
not flat.
Yeah. She's still got time. No, her feet are
No,
sliding
she
away.
lost. She lost
Just
all.
not there today. Hey, let's give
she
it up
lost
for
all tension there.
Elizabeth, ladies and gentlemen.
She got a lift on the board though at a world championship,
Weight remains at 70
and that's an
kilos.
achievement.
Takes fourth place at
Bar
World Bench.
is loaded and ready for Farzana Botha from the Republic of South Africa.
Then we have a lifter in trouble here. This is Farzana Botha. She has missed 70
Needs this
kilos
lift
twice.
Yeah, she had a
to
tough run. The
register
first
a
run,
successful
she
attempt.
just racked it back
We
before
would
getting a
love to see
recommend.
her
The
get
second
one
one,
on
she had
the
a bit of a
board.
bobble.
Somebody
And
get
I
behind
think you're
Farzana
exactly right. I
Botha
think
right
she
now.
just needs to drive it back,
Anybody care
and
to
that
see
will
her
fix
make
the
this
problems.
attempt?
If you're pushing upwards instead of a little bit of backward motion to get the bar over your shoulders, then you're going to hit a point where you stick. And I think that's what's happening a long way into the lift because it's not far back enough over her
Yeah,
shoulders.
you've got to let gravity help you a little bit.
And she's
Well, I
she's
think
done
she
the
just
same again,
fought through it,
but
but she fought through that one.
the bar didn't go down,
And they
or at
got
least
up 2 to 1. I knew
2
she
to 1
had
it didn't
all
go
the
down.
time. Please raise the bar to 80
I certainly
kilos
didn't see
for
a full bar
Sekar
dip there.
Hamawandi.
From one side, it certainly could have looked like a dip.
Bar is
And yeah,
loaded
from one
for
side, I can
Sekar
see why that
from
referee
Norway.
did that. But it has to be a whole
Currently in
bar
the
dip, not
bronze
just
medal
one.
so we
position.
haven't left any lifters behind. She's on the board.
Fantastic.
And here's Zaka Hamawandi, Norway, looking for 80 kilos. She's secure in third place. Won't move up with this lift.
Oh, she's going to get it there. She
What a
has.
fight. She locks
And
it
that was
up.
the perfect
The
example of
judges
driving it
like
backwards,
3 white
letting
lights.
gravity
Lift
help
is
you.
good.
She's a
Our
little bit
next weight
excited
is
about
Yeah,
that
I
one.
think she was
85
pleased.
kilos. Hold the presses. We have an attempt to change. 87.5 is the weight. Yuka Miyazaki.
We had an
Bar
attempt
is
change, but I didn't
loaded
quite catch.
for Yuka.
Oh, it was
Miyazaki.
yeah. So she's out next. Yuka Miyazaki is out next for 87.5. She's in second place. This won't move her up because she's 50 grams heavier than Aslan.
Yeah, she'd have to outlift Aslan, and that's a tough ask, isn't it?
A little bit too much
That's
today.
another- Hey, let's give it up for Yuka Miyazaki.
But she still takes the silver medal.
Raise the bar to 90 kilos for Maria Kozhikova. That bar is loaded and ready.
Maria Kozhikova now for 90 kilos to move up from 4th to the bottom podium step.
She gets right up on those shoulders really well. It's a great line, and you can see that great line allows her to apply that force.
That's a good lift, 3 white lights.
Even when it was tough, she was still able to push that through.
Weight stays at 90 kilos. Our lifter, Kayoka Takahashi. Bar is loaded for Kayoka.
And that was great attempt selection too.
She is attempting
Absolutely
to go
perfect.
from 4th to the podium for the bronze medal.
So
right
we have
here.
Kyoka Takahashi now. She's marched in lockstep with Kozhikova all the way through
If
this
you are from
competition,
Japan,
matched her
you need to
every
clap
lift.
your hands right now
Yeah, she's
for
lighter,
Kayoka.
so she's had that advantage of just having the matches plus the
And
higher lot
had
number.
the higher lot number. She's, I mean, these things come down to chance, really. The lot numbers are distributed randomly at weigh-in.
Yeah, I think Kozhikova did the right thing there with 90 kilos. She was right on the edge of the envelope. She's done everything she can do.
And a smart game again from
That's an
Takahashi.
easy attempt. The lift is good. 2
I
to
mean,
1.
you can well see that
Our
Takahashi
next weight,
could have gone more
95
there,
kilos
probably.
for
She had
But
the
this is what
Emily
she needed to get the
of
medal.
Sweden. The
Yeah,
bar
second place is
loaded
out of
for
reach.
Emily.
So just be sure
She
of
is
the
your
third.
current leader in the 47 kilo open division.
The last lifter out in the 47s is Emily Aslan, Sweden. She is already the world champion by some distance, really. And she's
Yeah.
looking for another 7.5 kilos.
She really set the pace right from the start. And that one a bit too much.
Hey, let's give it up
And
for
you know,
Emily
you go out there
Aslan.
already a world champion.
Raise
It's
the
hard
bar
to find the
105
motivation to fight through
for
that last
Sachiko
lift
Iwamoto.
when you don't need it.
Bar is loaded for Sachiko.
Just a bit too much. But she's world champion, so I'm sure she won't be too upset.
This will be another
And this
M2
is
world
Sachiko
record,
Iwamoto
and this will put
for
her in
105
first
to
place for the
extend
gold
her.
medal
I mean, how
in
much
the
has she put on that
open
world record?
That'll be
today?
almost
at
19 and a half
51
kilos.
years
Wow.
old.
And not only that, she's putting enormous pressure on Fisher now.
She is. She's going to move past. If she gets this lift, she will move into first place. Look at that.
Great attempt selection.
This is for the
Coaches
gold.
I've
will
never
leap
seen a
it in
coach
the air.
jump that high.
Good lift. 3 white lights.
3 world records, destroyed the old world record.
And as an M2
Our
lifter,
next
is
weight
leading in the
Opens.
opens.
175
Yeah.
for Jamie
That's
Fisher from
phenomenal.
the United States. Bar is loaded.
Now,
This will
being
put
realistic,
Jamie
this will
into
be
the
easy for
gold
Jamie
medal
Fisher. I
position
think she's done
in
more
the
than this
same
in the
class.
past.
Yeah, I'd like to think she'll get this quite easily.
And 102 was easy.
Yeah, and she has no choice but to lift
We will see
107.5
if she can
because
take first
same body
place
weight,
back right
she has to beat her.
for the gold.
Oh, that was.
Ooh.
She mistimed that totally there. She's got 2 reds. Coach is going to the
That
jury.
is a no
I'm
lift,
sure
2 to
he
1.
will. She got a red for elbow depth and a blue for lockout, I think, or downward movement maybe. Oh, that's so marginal.
I don't know. It was actual downward
I know.
movement. Hard to tell. We'll wait for the jury.
No, the jury sent the coach away.
Yeah, they've
All
waited
right.
Oh,
on.
that was
That
a
is
really
disappointing.
Fifth session of the day.
Absolutely.
Don't go
But look at
anywhere.
that.
We'll be right back with the
Iwamoto,
worlds.
M2, wins the Opens and breaks 3 world records.
So in the 47s, Emily Aslan takes the gold, with Yukon Miyazaki taking the silver. The bronze goes to Saka Hamawandi. In the
Hey,
52s,
once again,
it's
check your
a surprise
pockets
win
if you
really
left
for
the
Sachiko
device. Please come and
Iwamoto,
see me.
M2 lifter,
We have
breaking a record
someone's
3
device
times.
here at the table.
And Jamie Fisher, unfortunately, has settled for the silver, despite we really thought she had a lot more in her. And Kyoko Takahashi takes the bronze. We're going to have the medal ceremony coming up in a moment. Hope you'll stick around for that. And that is our final session for day 1. We will be back in at 12 noon tomorrow for the Masters.
Let's give him a nice round of applause. All right, we are ready to present the awards. These are the open division lifters in the 59 kilo men's class. Earning the bronze medal, Fredrik Eskil Merveng from Norway. In the silver medal position from Japan, Shu Hamaguchi. And your champion earning the gold medal with an open world record in the 59 kilo class, also from Japan, Ryo Tanaka. I ask that you all rise for the playing of the Japanese national anthem. Congratulations, gentlemen. We move on to the 66 kilo open division results. In the bronze medal position from Canada, Jalen Nelson. In the silver medal position from France, Jason Netevel. And your champion from Kazakhstan with a lift of 175 kilos, Abdul Karim Karaman. All right, we ask that you all rise for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. right, congratulations, gentlemen. At the end of the ceremony, if we could have the head coach for Japan come to the jury table at the end of the ceremony. Head coach of Japan to the jury table. All right, we move on to the 47 kilo women's open division. In the bronze medal position from Norway, with an 80 kilo lift, Miss Hamawande. In the silver medal position, also with an 80 kilo lift, by virtue of body weight from Japan, Yuka Miyazaki. And your gold medalist from Sweden, Emily Aslan. We ask that you all rise for the national anthem of Sweden. Congratulations, ladies. We move on to the 52 kilo open division for the women. In the bronze medal position from Japan, Kayoki Takahashi. Earning the silver medal from the United States, Jamie Fisher. And your champion by a slim margin of 2.5 kilos from Japan, Sachiko Iwamoto. 51 years old, winning the open division, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I ask that you all please rise for the playing of the Japanese national anthem. All right, congratulations, ladies. Give them a nice round of applause as we parade them out. One final time. Would the Japanese coach please